What's up, everyone? This is Seth with the Landing Page Dudes, and today I'm going to show you how to design the perfect landing page. Now, before I do that, I want to jump into YouTube and explain to you that there is a lot of great content from some of the biggest agencies out there. But one thing they're missing is the beginning of the journey. It doesn't matter how perfect your landing page is. The most important part of the journey is the ad creative. You could have a perfect landing page, but have very low conversion rates because there is an inconsistency from what the customer is seeing at the ad level down to what they're seeing on the landing page. And we've seen this time after time. And that's why at our agency, when you work with us, we make sure that when we're building you a landing page, that it's cohesive and consistent to what you're selling. So here I have two examples of a good ad creative and a bad ad creative and the flow they go to. So here you can see Yeti, they're running an ad. Now, Yeti is a very successful brand, but I doctored this up to kind of show you what it looks like. So this is the bad example. Here you can see they're advertising an image. So you're automatically thinking that this ad is for a cup. When you see this ad, you're thinking, I'm going to get this cup. When you click on Shop Now, it then takes you to a homepage and you're starting to see something else in a cup. You're seeing their coolers. What this is, it's inconsistent messaging, and it's not cohesive. And what that results in is a high drop-off rate. That's why when you're designing a landing page, the ad creative has to be consistent. Whatever you're promoting in that ad has to literally funnel the customer onto. Now, here is a great ad. It's done by Skims, which is one of the fastest growing clothing lines out there. And here you have a clear offer, $36 for 3 different underwear. It has a stunning visual. It has a simple call to action and explains that you get free shipping. And when you click on that Shop Now, it's then going to take you to that exact page. Now, I'm in Europe, so the pricing is different, but this is the exact funnel. There's consistency. Now that you've clicked on this ad, you've seen the 3 for 36. Now you land on their collection page. And from here, you see that message repeated. And when you click through, you then go to the product page where that is also repeated. You can see here you have the 3. So that's the most important thing. You have to begin at the ad level. You could be pumping $10,000 and $20,000 a week on your landing page, but it will not convert unless that ad creative is consistent and people are getting what they want. Now, when we jump into the perfect landing page, here you're looking at a supplement landing page. And we're going to show you everything in mobile first because 90% of all your traffic is going to be on mobile. A lot of the videos online are showing you on desktop, and it just doesn't make sense because less than 10 to 15% of your traffic is on desktop. That's why when you're designing and building landing pages, you have to do it in mobile first. That's where the buying experience is, and that's the customer journey that you have to optimize. So with every landing page, you have to begin at the top, and you have to give some love to that announcement bar. That announcement bar is going to be the first thing people read. It's part of the human psyche. Whenever you're reading something, you look to the top, you look to the left, and then you look to the right. So usually an announcement bar will have a site-wide announcement. It's a savings, it's explaining what you're getting. So that announcement bar has to be on the landing page. And it's important that you're advertising something amazing there. You don't want to just put something bland like shop now or we have great products. You want to make sure that you're descriptive. Subscribe and save and get up to 27% off. Or, get free shipping and a free gift. This announcement bar is one of the most important pieces of real estate because it's where the customer goes first. Now, the second thing you're looking at is the clear offer and value. Customers want to know, what is this? So here you're going to supercharge your gut in 4 weeks. That is super clear. This is a probiotic. You're going to take it and you're going to have a better gut health in 4 weeks. Underneath that, you have the supporting title. This is explaining to you that it's clinically proven to enhance digestion, nutrient uptake, and immunity with natural ingredients. That clear offer and that supporting title explain exactly what the product is. You don't have to scroll down to understand it. And then you have the strong, juicy call to action. You want to always have an offer. Even if you have to inflate your price to create a discount, customers in this day and age, especially with the recession and what's going on, are always looking for an offer. So that call to action shouldn't just be boring like add to cart or buy now. You want to give them an offer like get 20% off today. The next thing you want to add underneath that call to action is social proof. How many customers have purchased this? What are the reviews? It's so important to have that underneath the call to action. We've done A/B tests on thousands of different customers, and it really does help with conversion rates. And then one of the most important elements is a strong hero product. If you don't have your product in the hero, customers are going to be lost. They're not going to understand what you're selling. Keep in mind, less than 15% of customers will scroll down to half the page. So you need to have your product. It has to look beautiful, it has to look high quality, and it has to be high up on the page. If you look on Google Trends or even on Shopify Trends, you'll understand that the average customer will spend 8 seconds on your product page. So you have to have everything above the fold. It has to be organized, it has to be clear, and it has to be visually powerful. As we scroll down, you want to provide digestible facts. And what I mean by digestible is you want it to be easy to the eye. The last thing you want to do is overwhelm customers with too much text or paragraph text. So what we do on a lot of landing pages is we give facts. And these facts can work with any type of e-com product. If you're selling electronics, if you're selling supplements, if you're selling clothing, this is going to help the customer understand. So just an idea, we have a strong title. See what life can do in just 4 weeks. The product is called Life. And again, we're giving that 4 weeks so customers feel like they're going to get those results very quickly. Underneath, we're using these percentage numbers. And here we're explaining that 95% of people who took Life reported better gut in less than 4 weeks. Then underneath, we're explaining that 83% of Americans reported gut issues or IBS and IBD symptoms. These are digestible facts that support gut health. They're easy to read, and we make the percentages very big because people are attracted to statistics and numbers. That's why infographics work so strongly. Underneath, again, we have more digestible content. We don't want to overwhelm with text, so we're using icons. These are supporting icons. Here, we're explaining how natural and good the product is for you. There's no coloring, it's gluten-free, it's non-GMO, and it's 100% natural. Icons, you'll notice every big brand, top 50 brands on Shopify, if you look at any of the product pages or their home pages, they are all utilizing icons. Because on mobile, not only are they pretty to look like, but they're so easy to digest. Then we run into a strong visual and a problem, an objection. This is the pain point. This is where you're bringing the customer to what is the issue in the current market or what are the problems that you look to serve. So we lead on with a strong visual and we explain the problem, that 90% of people don't have enough prebiotic fiber in their diet. Then we run into the solution. Why are these probiotics so good? What can they do? How can they help you? What areas do they serve? This is the formula to a high converting landing page. Underneath, we build transparency. You'll notice nowadays, all these new supplement brands are starting to create packaging and bottling with their ingredients right on the front. And the reason they're doing this is because we're in a new era where transparency builds trust. Customers are tired of flipping over the package and reading 600-700 different scientific words they have no idea about. What we've done here is we put transparency right at the front. When you show your customers that you're transparent, they trust you and they're going to purchase more. And the most important thing is we have this read more button. Some customers don't want to be overwhelmed with information, so we give them the ability to click on this read more button to read more about the ingredients. Again, we're serving the customer. We want to make sure it's user friendly. We don't want to overwhelm with text, but we want to give them the option to read more should they want. Underneath, we then have a trust factor. Now, this could be any type of authoritative figure. If you're a clothing brand, maybe it could be an influencer who's wearing your clothes. If you're a supplement brand, it could be a doctor or a researcher. The idea is you have a trust factor here. You want to show a human and you want to explain based on studies or who this influencer is, and you want to build trust with the audience. Underneath is social proof. It's important to have it. We highly suggest always having reviews on every landing page, and that is an obvious thing to do. If you have the ability to show user-generated content in a video form, that's even better. We recommend platforms like VideoWise to do that. Then underneath, we have our aggressive copy. We want to really reinforce why these are the best prebiotics. We want to make sure that customers understand what they're getting, why they're the best. And just like an advertorial, we want to use persuasive copywriting to get them to purchase the product. Finally, underneath, we have the FAQ. Now, having an FAQ is a huge conversion booster because customers are not going to purchase from you if they have questions. By having an FAQ, you could try to address as many common questions as possible. It's also a trust factor when customers see that you're trying your best to give them answers to their questions. By not having an FAQ, you're going to have lower conversion rates, and it's such a simple widget to have. On most Shopify themes, they have this as a native section. You could literally go and one-click it in under 20-30 minutes, have it live on your site. And of course, we always end with a call to action. Sometimes we use a more visual call to action, but for this page, we're just using a simple button, and when they click on it, it's going to page jump them all the way up to the top where they can then go and get that product. Now, as I mentioned before, we're focusing on the most important pages. When you're running ads, you're not sending it to the home page. You want to send it to 3 pages: a landing page, a product page, and a collection page. And that's in order of importance. A landing page is super important. It's the number 1 priority. Or you could send it to a product page. And then at the end, you could send it to a collection page. So here we have a product page. Now, this is based off Caraway, which we think is one of the best companies out there. And they have spent millions of dollars in CRO. So whenever you visit their website and you look at what they're doing, you know they've tested and everything is working. Now, if you're sending traffic straight to a product page, we're going to show you how to build the perfect product pages and what you need. Just like on the landing page, you need that announcement bar. Again, if you are running ads and you do not have an announcement bar on your landing page or your product page, you're losing out on important real estate. Second, you want to have an optimized menu. Too often we see menus that take up, too much of the page. You want your menu to look like an app, you want it to be sleek, and you want to make sure that it looks super professional. The next thing you want to have is the clear price. If the price is below the fold, it's going to be very problematic. Sometimes customers don't even scroll to that point. So it's important to have the price right there. And what's even more important is to have a before and after pricing. So many times we have customers that come to our agency and they only have one price without the comparison. It's literally a native feature on Shopify, and it's going to help increase your conversions. Even if you have to build the illusion of creating a discount by inflating your price, it's going to increase your conversion rates. So it's so important to have a before and after pricing. Customers want a discount. Again, we're in the era of a recession. Money is tight. So anything you can do to create a discount or even the illusion of one is going to help you. Underneath, we have the social proof. Customers are, the first thing customers look for are reviews. And data from Shopify, even Amazon, show that the most important thing to have is good reviews. I myself, whenever I purchase either on Amazon or if I purchase a product on Shopify, the first thing I look at are the reviews. And it's the same even when I go out to eat. I want to make sure I can understand other people's experiences. So having that review above the fold is super important. Now, the next thing is the high quality visual. If you do not have the budget to hire a photographer to create such beautiful images, then at least invest into 3D renders. To be successful online means you have to look premium. You have to look like a brand. Taking images from AliExpress and putting them into a product thumbnail is not good enough anymore. There's too much competition. The audience is getting smarter and they want something that is premium. The other thing is the bestseller badge. Again, this is the psyche. Once you show that it's the bestseller, people start to want to purchase it. It's just like when you drive down the street and you see a new restaurant or a popular restaurant where there's a lineup. People who drive by are like, oh, why is there a line up there? I want to go try this out. I want to go line up. That's the idea with this bestseller badge. When a customer visits and they see that bestseller badge, they want to invest and understand, wow, this is the bestseller. Maybe I should try it. Underneath, we have the description. You want to keep it short, you want to keep it powerful, and you want to keep it impactful. And if you're not a good copywriter, do not worry. There's something called ChatGPT or Claude 2 where you can easily create copywriting that is effective and powerful. Now, like I said on the landing page, you don't want to overwhelm with text. So what you can do is add this read more button. And when customers click on it, it could collapse and show more text. What you're doing with this is you're giving the customer the option to read more. It's in their hand. Traditionally, when you visit a lot of these Shopify pages, you'll see so much text. And again, it's overwhelming and less than 20% of people are going to scroll down and read it. So it's better to give them that option because you're also pushing up this important stuff all the way up to the top of the page, like these visual selectors. And that's the next point. Visual selectors work better. They increase conversion rates. You can look on Shopify trends. You can look at the data. Drop downs do not work as effective as visual selectors. So if you're selling something that has color variants or even size variants or even bundles, you want to use a visual selector. It looks better, but it also converts better. Next is the dynamic call to action. So where you see the add to cart, you see here we have the pricing. This is a dynamic call to action. And whatever the customer selects, that pricing will update automatically on that call to action. Underneath that is the dynamic ship date. So this is something that we do for customers and we've tested many times before. It's the ability to have the ship date dynamic. And it's a simple code that we add and it's very easy to edit. And whoever visits this page, this will always be updated. But customers nowadays, because they're using platforms like Amazon, they have this sense of urgency. Their expectations have changed. They want their products quickly and they want to know when they're going to get it. If you do not have this on your product page, 10 out of 10 times, you're going to have a lower conversion rate. This is not a gimmick. It's literally the most important thing underneath the call to action on a product page. Adding when they're going to receive it or when it's going to ship by is going to drastically increase your conversion rate. And that's why we put it conveniently right underneath the call to action. Now, underneath that, we have these icons. Again, digestible. They're all customized to the product, and it allows customers to get a bit more information in a more simplistic way. Oven safe up to 550 Fahrenheit, stovetop agnostic, non-stick. This is great, and it works for everything. If it's an electronic, you could have icons talking about how quickly it charges, how safe the material is. The idea is you want to make it simple. You don't want to just keep having text on text on text. Underneath that are the accordions. Now, if you're selling a product, again, you want to consolidate information. Just like this read more button, this accordion here is going to consolidate information and it's going to give the customer the opportunity to read more if they want. 9 out of 10 times, again, we've done this through A/B testing, the customer is going to click on this accordion to learn more. If someone is purchasing a product from you, more times than not, they're going to do their research. They're going to look online and they're going to go through your landing page and they're going to want to understand everything. So this accordion, it's absolutely simple. When they click on this plus sign, the information underneath will drop. And again, we're giving the customer the ability to read more if they want. We're not overwhelming them and forcing them to read if they don't have to. Next are the upsells. Now, this is something we build natively for customers so they don't have to pay an app monthly, but a lot of the times we see customers that are using apps because they like it as well. The most important thing is having upsells there. Increasing your conversion rates, it's only one part. Increasing your AOV is a second part. If you can do both, it's absolutely amazing. So instead of having the customer add to cart at $395, why not add another $200 to your cart? Having upsells underneath and close to the top fold is going to help you increase your AOV. Underneath is the what's included. Again, this is universal. This could be for clothing. This could be for electronics. The idea here is you want to be clear as to what they're receiving. If they have that question and they don't know what they're getting in total, they're not going to add to cart and they're not going to check out. So it's important that you provide them with everything they're receiving so they know what they're getting. Underneath that is a strong call to action. We want to have these throughout the page because the customer is going to be scrolling and we want the opportunity for them to click on that buy now and then push them all the way up to the page. Just like we have on the landing page, we also want to show a problem. We want to tackle pain points. And this is one that I actually relate to. I'm very careful with the products I buy because I cook a lot. And when I read something like this that says that it only takes 2.5 minutes for a traditional nonstick pan on high heat to exceed 500 Fahrenheit and begin releasing forever chemicals, it gets me a bit scared. And to be honest with you, I do spend extra to get high quality cookware because these forever chemicals, they stay in your body forever. And this is a great way of creating a problem, building fear, and using your product as a solution. Naturally non-stick, non-toxic coating. These are the most important elements that you could show right underneath a section like this. Then we go into the compare chart. Now, having a compare chart is super important. Customers are already going to be going on different websites. They're going to be visiting Amazon. They're going to be on Google looking at different brands. So it's important to have that information right there for them. You want to show them day and night why you are different, why you are the best. So having a compare chart is going to help increase your conversion rates. Underneath that are the other products. Here is another opportunity to sell more. Again, getting your conversion rates up is only one part of the solution. Getting your AOV is also going to be another part of the solution. So throughout your product page, you not only want to give more information, you not only want to sell your product, but you also want to complement your product with other products that you think customers might like. For example, these pot holders. If you're buying a pot, why not buy these pot holders? You won't burn your table. They look beautiful. And for only $30, if someone's already spending $300 on a pot, why not spend $30 more, get 50% off, which is that illusion before and after pricing, and add to the cart? That's how you increase your AOV. Underneath is the social proof. Now, I said it before, having this app, if it's Luke's or if it's Judge Me, you must show it on the product page. What's even better is if you have user-generated content. If you have customers using your product in video format, then add it above the section. It's going to work wonders and increase conversion rates. Underneath, again, we jump into the FAQ, and then we jump into the bottom call to action. Now, these are the ways that we know you can increase your conversion rates. We've tested this amongst thousands of different customers, millions in ad spend, and we think that if you follow what we've shown you in this video, you're going to be able to increase your conversion rate either on your landing page or on your product page. And before we jump off, we want to really drive in that it doesn't matter how good your landing page is or how good your product page is. It starts at the ad level. You cannot be running ads that don't go to the right page. Customers have such a short attention span. You want to make sure that the ad is consistent, the messaging is consistent, and that you're funneling customers to where they want to go. Lastly, if you like what you've seen in this video, right now we're giving away this Figma for only $15. It's designed in mobile first, and we have it also on desktop. And all the visuals we did in-house, as you can see, the dude supplements. What you get is a mobile homepage, a mobile product page, and a mobile collection page. These are the action pages. These are the most important pages. This is where your traffic goes, and this is where they take action. With them, we also have the desktop for home, product, and collection. It's only $15. I'll leave the link in the description below, and I thank you for spending your time and watching our videos. If you have any questions, let us know. Much love from us at the Landing Page Dudes, and we'll be back again shortly with another one.